The most exciting and anticipated part, arriving here, leaving everything behind, stepping into Mother Nature in a private retreat on my own island. Nothing better. This is where we escaped to, our private little bit of rustic yet luxurious getaway. I was actually still living and working in London, England when I found this piece of land, and it was for sale by Timber West, and we flew over, looked at it, and instantly fell in love with this raw piece of rock in the middle of the lake. The island in the winter time is about 1.5 acres. Because of the rain, the water levels are higher, and then with the long, dry, hot summers, the water level in the lake drops so much that we go up to almost 2 acres, so it's a variable size island. This cottage is completely interlocking all West Coast red cedar, which is pretty spectacular when you arrive because you smell the cedar smell as soon as you walk in the house. And the idea was to make sure the outside decks, the outside space, is equally as big as the indoor space, because when you open all the doors, you're living both inside and outside. It's a place where you just want to integrate nature into your whole life. It's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. I like the fact that the master bedroom has its own ensuite, and then there's a bathroom for visitors and guests. When we did the showers, we did large 6-foot windows that are fully frosted, so when closed you have privacy, or they can articulate fully open so you feel like you're just showering in the middle of nature amongst the trees. And then in the living room, of course, we have a pull-out sofa. Sometimes it sleeps 6. We've had up to 8 people and 7 dogs and a great weekend. So it's very much a relaxed atmosphere and sleeps whatever suits you. All the furniture and the kitchen countertops were made by someone local just up the road in Duncan. And the countertops are thick, live edge maple. The furniture's made out of alder again. So everything's local sourced woods and local sourced talent. And they came in and made all the furniture specifically for this house. We were lucky we met a guy who actually worked on the West Coast Trail, and he came over and spent a few weekends and built trails, pathways, bridges. So we have a trail right down to what we call Peggy's Cove, which is one beach. We have a walkway that takes you around over to the sanctuary. So everything's accessible. We really kind of did all the details in the landscaping while keeping the landscaping very natural. Fortunately, when the construction was over, a very dear and talented friend of mine, Heather, who went to school with me in university, now lives in Nanaimo, and she's a natural specialist in plants and making sure we use native plants, and we spent a whole weekend replanting the island with all native plants, right down to native orchids, beautiful kinnikinnick. Our septic field is now a sparkling green field of kinnikinnick with red berries at the right time of year because of Heather's talents. It's a great community of talented people who live close and nearby, who are able to give you everything you need. We have someone who delivers our chopped firewood, stacks it underneath for us. Every year we open and close the cottage. We have someone right across the lake, comes over, they do a full spring clean for us, set it all up. You don't have to do that. I'm just incredibly lazy, so I have a lot of support and help from great people, and it helps integrate you into a great community. Well, this house is truly off the grid because there's no grid access. So we have solar power. The solar panels charge the batteries store the energy, so even when it's not sunny, you have stored energy for the cloudy days. There's a generator that backs it up that we never turn on. We drink the water from the lake that goes through our own purification system. So you're completely independent. You never get a hydro bill, a gas bill, none of those issues. We have LED light bulbs everywhere. The energy is just not an issue. We have so much sunlight and such good storage of the batteries. We don't run huge appliances, but that's more by choice. You could if you wanted to. There's a big generator there as a backup. Usually at night, because of the romance in the area, we light lots of candles and we sit and we have the fire going, and washing up, you put the lights on, but it's not really an issue. I think it's worth mentioning that we have a full septic plant. Rather than a storage field, we actually have a processing plant, which is it's other than its annual filter change and fuse change, it's maintenance free. Never needs to be emptied for 25 to 30 years. I had one very small moment where I thought on building this place I'd be economical and thrifty, which was just a deception of my reality. And I had pickets for all these panels and decided you couldn't impede the view, you couldn't stop the view. We're here for the view. So we replaced it all with glass panels, and we took all the pickets we had stained and ready to go, and we built walkways using them, so there was no waste in the end. This is one of the most swimmable lakes I've come across in British Columbia. The water is super clean, warms up to a really nice temperature in the summer, and this part of the lake in particular is a bit more sheltered along one side. The local people call it the Blue Lagoon. Everyone loves to swim in this section. The best part is, 4 or 5 o'clock at night, there's no one here but us. I think it's the memories that you create with your friends and your family, and the special times where you're actually communicating, you're working together, you're bonding in a way that you don't when you've got computers and TVs all around you. Of course, you could have computers and TVs here if you wanted to. We've chosen to make this place not about that. I think we all love it for different reasons. The one family member who's in absolute ecstasy when he's here is our golden retriever, Yogi. He swims, he kayaks, he plays ball, and he gets fed beautiful food every day.